I developed Body Insight because I realized it was much easier to work with a client than it was to work on a client. And that's a very important distinction. I think there are too many therapists out there that don't really include the person that they're working on. They just work on them. That's just how it is. And if they get results, great. Hopefully the person is happy. Fine. Okay, bye. But in this case, I found that when you work with the person, you're doing something that you're involving them. And Body Insight, key to the nature of Body Insight, is the reality that it involves participation. People who receive the body work will feel the pressure that goes into the muscle, but they'll also be requested to do movement along a specific action of that muscle. And what will happen is, as they start feeling the relief, because this is how it's designed, what will go on is that they will start getting an awareness that they're involved in the process. This helps me immeasurably because as they start asking questions about their body, what I can do is I can educate them. I can educate them about what they do on a daily basis, the habits that are unsuccessful, the way that they sit, the way that they stand, the way that they walk, the way that they sleep. There are just tons and tons of things that people do over and over. And what happens is when these people practice these habits 24/7, what goes on is it cascades a whole bunch of unfortunate events within the body. Certain muscles tighten up and they get short, other ones stretch and they get long. And as you look at people's posture, eventually you start noticing it starts moving out of alignment. Where did it happen? Who knows? There could have been lots of traumas that happened as a kid. It could have been as simple as, falling out of a tree or bumping your knee or spraining your ankle. And during that recovery period, people started to acquire a little bit of habits where they were limping, and eventually the musculature around that joint got used to it, and that's what the person did. As they kept practicing this, they eventually got to the point of having a habit that was instilled in them. They didn't notice it, and they kept doing it. When you do Body Insight, what happens is you bring awareness to people about the muscles. You bring awareness to them that that movement is easy or not easy. The movement has some level of discomfort. And as you release the muscle while you're working with them, as they do the movement, they discover that the pain goes away. As it does that, they become fascinated. They start asking questions about, well, why is this and why is that? And we have the opportunity to really capitalize that on that whole situation, because now I'm working with my clients. My client wants to know. They're going to listen to what I have to share with them. They're going to be much more active in participation, which is also a key secret to really keeping long-term clients. It's one thing for a client to come in, lay on a table, you do a nice massage, they feel good, see you later, bye. It's a whole nother thing for you to do not only a good massage, but you do some body work that they feel different in a fundamental level, and they start saying to themselves, what happened? This is different. Nobody's ever done this. And this is a comment I get over and over and over again. I've had hundreds of massages. I've had massages for 20 years and nobody's ever done this. Why haven't they? Well, the answer is nobody knew it. Body Insight is so special. It's so different. It is so unique within its design that people that know it have a tremendous advantage, because most bodywork systems, most massage schools, whatever it is, they don't teach you this basic reality of what works.